Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly relationship reading for, where are we at here? Let's do Gemini. Oops, there we go. Perfect strategy. Someone's strategizing, yep. Somebody with the King of Pentacles energy. This is someone on a journey. It's a person about to make a choice. It's often a life path choice decision. It's a person who likes to look and plan ahead and prepare. Yeah, someone has a strategy. I see the Magician and the Mirror, which is an energy of mirroring. This is someone trying to manifest something here. A strategy. Just be a little careful of any kind of manipulation. But this is someone here, I feel, who it's probably two people here. You've likely crossed paths with this person. If you haven't, this is just the journey. This is somebody here. I feel it's a person who's going to initiate something. Yeah. Angel of Strength. It's someone who feels confident. I feel this is someone, they're confident in what they're manifesting. But there could be mirroring here. So we'll see what that's all about. Yeah, we have a situation blossoming here. Yeah, someone here is ready to take some kind of action. Now, the man holding a coin. It's just a person who's stable. It's someone who feels prepared. It's either looking ahead. I feel it's a person who's about to initiate. This is someone who's been on their own path, their own journey. This is someone who's now ready to go down a new path. So let's have a look at strategy. Strategy. Why is this here? Yeah. So there is a little indecision. It's somebody who was unable to make a decision to move forward. It's somebody who's about to take off the blindfold to see. Yeah. This is someone here trying something different. This is a person I feel who was on a particular path. This is someone who's an emperor. Now, if you have a choice between two, and I do feel some of you may, I'll look at those in a moment. I'm just going to look at this. I want to look at this person here, this energy. It's someone here who's unable to move forward because they feel something is off. It may not be right, but it's about someone who's now taking off the blindfold to see. Why? Because they're an emperor. This is someone who's, I feel, about to make a choice. This is someone who's seeing now. Yeah, see, this is someone who after a period of time, they feel something is right. This is someone ready to go down a new path. Yeah, this is very positive. This person's in their feels. Someone's catching feels. This is someone who's ready for love. They're ready to start something. Now, if you have any kind of choice to make here, and you are that feminine energy here, okay, and I do see Aries, Leo energy, Sagittarius, very strong Leo, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But if you have a choice to make, I feel one of these people could be a little manipulative, so just watch out that energy. It's about having confidence in what it is you're manifesting. So if you're manifesting this, okay, now it could be these two people are very much the same, but one of them's a little different than the other because one's an emperor. But I do feel this emperor is somebody who's been kind of keeping their feelings to themselves, but they're ready to start something new. Yeah, I do feel like some of you are making a choice. Let's have a look at the journey. It's about someone initiating a situation. Yeah, I do see someone who longs for love, someone who's kind of crushing on someone. But some of you have a person who's missing you. So that's where I feel you want to be careful of anyone who emotionally manipulates. These people, I think they mirror each other, to be honest. I do. I feel they mirror each other, but one of them is different than the other. And it's telling you, if it feels off, it probably is. Okay? But I do feel this person, and I do think this is someone here who's different than your usual type. And it is possibly someone who's kind of in their head and unable to move forward. They need to make a decision. So it could go either way. But let's have a look at the Magician. See, it's about having confidence in what you're manifesting. Yeah, it's a person who puts in a lot of effort. It's someone who wants to build. Tell me about the Angel of Strength. Yeah, see, it's a person feeling confident about what they're manifesting, what they want. There's desire. They want to build. One of these people wants to build. Okay? But I do think there's somebody here who is missing you, and they're at a crossroads. That is the person I kind of feel where something is going to feel off. So just like I say, choose wisely. But there is some sort of blossoming abundance that has to do with, it's a start of something, but you can see there's the energy of 3. Yeah, see, it's about taking action. Somebody here wants to take action. They know what they want, they're going for it. It's this person here, I feel. Yeah, this is someone here ready to ask you out. They want to go on a date. But I feel like you got someone who's been holding back. Someone who's been holding back. Why is this person, the other person, holding back? Yeah, because they maybe have other options or opportunities. Yeah, there is an energy of 3 here. There is another person. I do think there's someone who misses you. I think we have 2 people who've gone their separate ways. Or it's a situation where it started, never went anywhere. See, it didn't go anywhere. That's what it is. But this is somebody here wanting to initiate. Someone's missing you, but like I say, I feel just watch out for them. Pay attention to the communication. If it feels off, it probably is. But there is, I feel, a new energy coming in. A new crush, someone who's interested. Tell me about this King of Wands. What is this person up to? Yeah, so someone here. It says person ready for a whole new cycle. They feel lucky. They feel fortunate. They feel confident. But they have self-control. Taming the beast. Yeah. I think these 2 people mirror each other. I mean, it could be yourself mirroring them, but I feel it's 2 people who are very, very much the same. They're probably both your type in some way. One of them's definitely more your type than the other. Yeah, the person who offers the cup, see, they come in, they're emotionally available. This is someone going to let you know they're available. Yeah, they're coming forward here. Yeah, and you can see we have someone who's single. Now, one of these people, this is this person I feel up here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is the person here, okay? One of these isn't like the other. One of these people actually, one of them wants, one of these people is longing for love. The other person is emotionally detached. They just want to be single. So you have a choice. And this is where I feel it's how they're going to communicate. One of them is emotionally available. It's an offer, an invitation. The other person, I feel, is just looking for attention. They just want to be single. You know, and it's all, you can see there's something blossoming and developing, but you can see there's 3, the energy of 3. Some of you have a person who's been holding back a little bit. They want to ask you out, and it could be, well, there could be people talking here or somebody knows something. But yeah, like I say, I feel like you have someone here who just wants to be single. Tell me about the single person. The single person here, the one who wants to be single. Yeah, they could be in a relationship. They could actually be in a committed relationship already, but they don't come in right. One of these is going to come in right. They're mature. They have confidence, self-control. You know, they're in control of their emotions. Everything is balanced. I see harmony. But this person here, and I have to take this card at face value because of what I'm picking up here. It's one of them just wants to be single. They're just looking for action. They're looking for attention. And they could try to, if they are someone who you've dealt with, and they may try to emotionally manipulate you. But it's a situation that's not going anywhere. One of these people is emotionally available. They're actually inviting you out. They're not afraid of taking you out in public or introduce you to their friends and family. Why? They want it to go somewhere. See, they follow through. That someone who makes a commitment. The other person is non-committal. They just want to be single. They like the attention. Yeah, someone who just likes attention. See, one of them comes in right. That's what it's telling you to see. Look at the one that's right for you. The one who comes in right. They put in effort. They take you on a date and put a lot of effort in. Why? Because they want to build. The other person doesn't want to do all the work. They just want to be single. Yeah, they don't put a lot of effort in. Yeah, it's telling you to be careful of someone playing mind games and manipulating. Things may not turn out the way you want. You may end up with being disappointed. But I do think you got someone who plays games here. Yeah. See, one of these people is going to be a disappointment. If you go on a date with both of these people, put it that way, one of them is going to be disappointing. They will not follow through. They just want to be single. Yeah. I think there's harmony with the other person. They come in right. Yeah, it's telling you protect yourself. See, this is someone who's stuck, stubborn, selfish. They're all about themselves. They're protecting their money. See, they don't want to give anything. See, one of them is stuck and stubborn, kind of selfish. They're protecting their money. That's the King of Pentacles. Yeah. King of Pentacles isn't always somebody who's a good provider. They're more interested in what the other person's providing to them. The attention that they seek. Someone who is, you know, just wants attention. But the other person actually is going to give you attention, and they will make a commitment. Let's have a look at the action. Yeah, someone who's here just for the good times. Lots of people are getting this. So this is I'm seeing it in a lot of readings. Not everybody, but it's a collective energy. So, and often those collective energies will show up in the energy reads I do. But I haven't seen it yet, but it's sort of like just started when I started my weekly readings here. That someone who's just here for the good times, action. So you know what they want. This is someone who expects something. If they take you on a date, they expect something. And if they don't get what they want, they just go get it somewhere else. But what you have is an actual emperor coming in. Someone who's mastered life. They have confidence, self-control. They're bold. They're not afraid to take in the lead. The other person is also often a person who kind of wants the other person to take the lead. They may reach out, but they kind of, I mean, it's sort of an indulge me. Give me what I want, and maybe I'll give you what you want. You're going to defeat this person because I feel like you're going to know. This is a cycle ending. You have a new cycle. This person feels lucky. They feel fortunate. The time is right. They feel confident what they're manifesting. The other person doesn't. So they play little games. They manipulate. Doesn't always mean they're up to no good intentionally, but they have a tendency to manipulate and play games. I do feel some of you, they really just want to be single. They're here for the good times. They're just looking for action. They actually expect something from you if you go on a date. The other person doesn't expect anything. Wow, Gemini. Yeah, I do see some Libra. I feel this is somebody who's, I mean, it could be either one of these people. So I feel that you're in this energy. It's best to just kind of look at how they come in, the way they communicate. Watch their words when there's manipulation in their words. How they express themselves. One of them is emotional. Their cup overflows with emotion. They really want to get this going. Yeah, the other person isn't going to budge. They want you to do all the cooperating and compromising. The other person's willing to. Whatever makes you happy. Why? Because they want this to go someplace. It's blossoming. Yeah, someone here, one of these people is being left behind. Tell me about the Page of Wands. This is someone who's flirty and playful, and yeah, you can have fun with this person, but it won't go anywhere. See, it never goes. But I do think this is someone who probably kind of is missing you because you gave them the attention that they wanted, but it doesn't go anywhere. That's why I feel like you have an opportunity coming in. They do marry each other. Yeah, this is the Empress being open to new. Yeah, very much being open here. Know your worth, because that's what I feel it's all about. Anybody who feels entitled, okay, you deserve better, and that's what this is all about. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's people who know people in a social circle, someone who feels you deserve better. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. But the Empress is open to talk, to communicate. I see kindness, compassion, but I also see someone who's confident about what it is they want, what they'll accept and not accept. So I do think you have this. But this is the start of something new. You got a new person coming in. It's blossoming, but I feel, and I do think it's this person coming in. I do think they may know the other person. They're strategizing here. One of these people strategizes, you know, they want this, they want to offer you the cup, they want to put in effort, they're going to put in a lot of effort because they want it to go somewhere. This other person, like I say, they're just flirty, playful, they're here for the good times. Yeah. Interesting energy. Tell me more about the Empress energy. Yeah, see, it's often someone who's jealous. See, some of you have just about given up. You're putting something behind. But this is someone who's often jealous. See, I feel like you're moving on. Some of you already are. You've manifested something new, and it is someone who will make some kind of commitment. I don't mean marriage, but yeah, they're more of a more committal person. The other person just wants to be single. But they don't want you to have someone else. That's why I feel it's somebody missing you. They're longing for love. You gave them the attention. You filled their cup, but they didn't fill your cup. That's what I feel. This is why you're open. But I see your own strength and your own confidence here. I don't think, and I do feel there's a bit of a temptation with this person, but yeah, see, this is somebody who'll take advantage of you. It's a little exploitation. And that's what I feel. This person here. But I do think you have a person who's very generous. They're going to shower abundance. So it's about how they come in. Someone who puts in effort. They show you. Someone's going to... The Emperor may not be the most emotional, but they will show you they like you by putting in effort. They'll maybe buy you little gifts, do nice things, where the other person's cheap. They don't want to give you anything. They're only interested in what you provide. That's the person who takes advantage. They feel entitled. If they take you out for dinner, they feel entitled. Anything they give you, they have to get something back, you see. I think you got a very selfish person here. Yeah. Saying to protect yourself from this person. I don't think you're going to budge and give in. In fact, I don't think you're going to be. You might be a little tempted momentarily, but it's the other person, I feel. Tell me about the Emperor, this person here. Yeah, see, they actually want love. They actually want love. They long for love. They want to form a bond. They want to build something with you. So this is somebody here. This could be a masculine Gemini, or it's just somebody who sees you as you're different than the usual type. Why? Because you know your worth and value. Yeah, see, you know. You're open to talk, but like I say, you're not budging and giving in. You're not going to let someone take advantage of you. They have to make some sort of commitment before it goes to the next level. Because you got a person, I feel here, it never goes to the next level. Or these are some things that you've maybe been through. Yeah. Tell me more about the Emperor. Yeah, the Emperor wants to connect on an emotional level. They're happy to be friends first. They are somebody who absolutely wants to connect emotionally. They want to talk to you. They want to get to know you. They want to make sure you're on the same page. They actually want to make sure you're their type, and that's a good thing, right? Yeah, this person here, like I say, they want love here. This is somebody, it's about forming a bond and connection. I do think this is, and I have a funny feeling some of you have these options coming in. You may not see it coming, but I do think this is somebody here who has definitely been indecisive. I think it's yourself being indecisive, but I mean, this could be a masculine Gemini energy too, some indecision, but it's taking off the blindfold to see. See, someone sees very clearly you're their type, but they also want to build, where the other person manipulates and plays games. They're cheap. Yeah. This person's cheap. They don't want to do anything. Tell me about the, whoops, there we have, see, Queen of Pentacles. So I do think both of these people are stable financially, but I feel one of them is cheap. They're more interested in what you can provide. But you're about to receive from one of these people, maybe both. But I kind of feel like you're not talking to this other person anymore because you know you're protecting yourself. You can't trust them. But this is being grounded, gracious. You're looking out for yourself here. It's telling you with the Empress energy, it's very grounded, very gracious. See, I feel like you're this other person's. You're different, but yet they still, and at first they're not sure you're their type. But it's a person who's going to take you on a date and put in effort. I like this person's energy. And I like that they don't just, they stop and think about it. Make sure that you're their type first before they come in. So it's somebody who knows what they want before they start it. And that's the thing right there. See, often you get people who come in and they don't even know what they want. and they start things and then it doesn't go anywhere. So I'm not saying this other person's malicious, but I do see mind games and manipulation. Yeah. The other person's willing to be friends first and take it slow, but it's more like they're willing to cooperate and compromise, whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you comfortable. See, it's about feeling safe and secure, making you feel comfortable. I feel like this other person made you feel uncomfortable, where you felt like you had to protect yourself. And especially when they're cheap and they don't want to go out anywhere. They don't want to do anything. They don't want to take you out in public, you see. And it's a person who feels entitled. And I do think this energy of you deserve better. And that's why I feel like this person, I feel, is in that social circle. They may know this other person. I wouldn't say for everyone, but it's almost like they know. Yeah. Tell me about this Page of Wands energy. Yeah. See, there's definitely some kind of regret, remorse, guilt. I think this person's missing you. I do think they regret not being more generous, not making a commitment. But whether you could trust this person, I do think you're going to be a little tempted. But I feel with that protective energy and your own inner strength, I don't think you're actually going to go for it. Yeah, I would be careful of someone who uses emotional manipulation. I feel like you have new. It's telling you new. The sun is shining, high vibrational. See, attracting, some of you have attracted someone new, someone who actually is emotionally available, where the other person, I feel, is more detached. It's often someone who has a lot of insecurities or issues, but like I say, you can't fix people. It's, and I do feel this person has regret. They didn't commit. Yeah. You've got a person who's far more sincere. Yeah. See, you've got, they both have similar. They're very much the same. They're both stable, but one of them is sincere. They're willing to be friends first. They're willing to put in the effort. They'll make a commitment because they want it. It's going somewhere. It's blossoming abundance. They see what you provide, but they're not looking at it like, they don't feel entitled to anything. If they take you out, see, they shower abundance. They're generous. They buy you little gifts. It's somebody who, see, they're both the same. Neither one of them are super emotional. One of them just keeps their emotions in, right? But like I say, until they're sure someone's their type, but they'll show you they like you. They'll buy you little gifts. They'll do nice things to show you. So it's not just the way someone communicates. It's about showing you. You got a new crush, and then you got the person who's, I feel, missing you. I do feel some of you do long for love. And I do feel this Emperor energy definitely does too. But one of them is definitely, yeah, this is coming to an end. It's something that's over. It's all about leaving the past behind. See, it's not going anywhere. And that's what I feel like you know. But this other person, they're very much the same. Like I say, they mirror each other. They're stable, but they're more generous, and they're confident about what they're manifesting. Yeah, and someone who won't keep you waiting either. Where the other person, I feel, this person's sincere. They'll take it slow. But again, it's whatever makes you happy. They're willing to cooperate and compromise. Like they'll make it happen. They'll make it work. Where the other person's extremely set in their ways, and they won't budge. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, they're very much the same, I feel, as far as your type goes, but they're definitely different. Yeah, this one person here, they want you to fill their cup. See, fill my cup, give me what I want, maybe I'll make a commitment, or maybe I'll introduce you to my friends and family, or take you out on a date. Where the other person doesn't do that. They're going to fill your cup and give you what you want first. Yeah, you're going to be emotionally fulfilled. See, I love the way this is coming out. It's literally showing you to see, if you've got these two people, these choices, which one of them is coming in right, which one of them is more likely to give you that pentacle. But just stay in the Empress energy. Yeah, beautiful. As far as masculine Geminis, it's the same energy. It's about knowing what you want, making sure this person's your type. They may, for the masculine Geminis, you may be mirroring the other person. Not so much that person's other person, okay? If you get what I'm saying. Yeah, where they're your type. Yeah, always recognize if something feels off, it usually is. But I do think you got a person here who just gets kind of jealous. It's when you're ready to move on, you've given up on them, and you have someone new, then they try to come in. I don't think it'll ever go anywhere. In fact, I feel like it's already over. See, too little, too late. This other person, see, the other person lacks confidence. This person's confident. That's what it's showing. People who are confident about what they want will make a commitment of some kind to spend time to do stuff together. This person, they take the pentacle off. They're willing to compromise. They want to spend time with you. They want to be with you. Whatever makes you happy makes them happy. Like they just go with the flow. They're just chill. And I do think you're going to be very comfortable with each other. You're going to be able to talk and just be yourselves. Very, very nice energy. But yeah, the other person definitely has regrets. And it's telling you to choose wisely here. Because if you make the wrong choice, you could end up regretting it. Yeah, see, one of these people has luck. See, the person has luck. They want to come back around. I wouldn't be surprised they try to come back in because they're missing you. You filled their cup. You filled their needs. You gave them attention. But I don't think this person ever gave you what you needed, which is likely a commitment. But this is how it'll turn out. Lack of negativity. See, this is someone who acts like they don't have money, but they do. Or they'll just ghost you and ignore you. If that's how it starts, that's how it often ends, right? So it's about not budging and giving in, finding your own inner strength. Don't give in to this person. Wow, heavy reading, but it is. I do think it's basically over, but I feel it's somebody who's not accepting that it is. And often this is somebody, what happens when their options all dry up? They reach out to people. I just really feel like you need to pay attention to the way they communicate their words. Manipulation. Yeah. One of these people wants to put an effort, wants to build with you. The other person doesn't. They don't want to give anything. And this is, I mean, it really is somebody who they don't trust, right? They don't trust. They don't even trust themselves to make proper decisions. And that's the issue. The other person's bold and confident. Very charming. Yeah, and the more mature, where the other person's not mature, they don't even really know what they want. So there you go. I do see you moving towards emotional fulfillment. I do think you're going to see the bigger picture. As far as masculines here, definitely seeing the bigger picture. Yeah. Someone who's been a little indecisive, and that's why I say there's either a masculine Gemini or Libra here, but it's all about your type. Yeah, it's where two people basically want the same things. Two people who long for love. You're both lonely. Take off the blindfold to see clearly before you make a choice. Know what you want, what makes you happy before you start something. And that's what I feel like you're doing here. I'm liking this energy for this Emperor energy for sure. As someone who's mastered all the energies of the kings, they're somebody who has the power to make this happen. And I feel that's what they're going to do because they feel this pull. It's like they can't deny this. They see the work. They have to put in effort. It's also someone who knows they have to earn someone's trust. See, they get it. They get the bigger picture. The other person, not so much. I don't see this person literally coming back around. It is possible. What's the world here? Well, the Wheel of Fortune is here, but this is often somebody getting off that emotional roller coaster, hitting the stop button, see a new opportunity, a new emotional experience, a resurgence of love where emotions flow. But some of you literally were at the point of giving up. But I still feel like that person, it's like I feel like they know that you've got something new. Yeah, but it's over. So this is someone, and I'm going to tell you, you with your own power, the feminine energy here, feeling confident, bold, not giving in, you're going to defeat this beast. Put it that way, because that's what it is, defeating the beast. Often the beast is within ourselves, where we have to learn to say no. Take care. Bye for now.